get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the whole closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Alright, cool. Has it posted to... Oh, it literally just posted. Nice. Alright. Dope. Alright, we'll post this on Twitter real quick and see if that helps, but it usually doesn't. What's going on, James, Megatron XP, and Papaya Hunter? What's going on, guys? Alright, let me share this on Twitter. Get this link real quick. Hashtag YouTube Live. How's the audio and video looking for you guys? All right, cool. Got that posted. What's going on, Lena Masubi? Getting all the regulars in here. So we don't have topics to discuss for today, just because there is literally nothing going on in the industry. So today it's gonna be your guys' choice what game we play. We'll be goofing today. So we got Hades. All right. So here's the options. So we got Hades, Destiny 2, Minecraft, Apex Legends, and if you guys really want it, maybe CSGO. But CSGO, again, I do not like streaming that game just because it gets like, I get laser focused and I just don't talk to chat. So I don't know what you guys want. I just got the Yeti Nano. What's the Yeti Nano? Yeti Nano microphone? Ah. That's a nice mic, man. It's a $100 mic. Voice is a bit quiet. We'll bump that up real quick. I can't bump it up. I can just bring it closer to my face, or I can get closer, or just up the volume. All right, so Minecraft. Okay. Hand simulator. What's hand simulator? Oh, is that like the surgeon thing or whatever? All right, we'll play Minecraft. I'm gonna start a new world because the live stream world that was on last time got corrupted. Do you guys want me to play the new snapshots, or do you guys want me to play just the regular old Minecraft, the 1.16.5? Hand simulator is such a good, funny / stupid game, and I love it. It's on Steam. I might get it for the next one. If it's not a lot, then I might grab it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take down this audio real quick. New snapshot. You guys want to play new snapshot? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They got the new like deep slate and stuff like that. It's called Hand Simulator. Hand Simulator. It's $1. That's hilarious. I might grab that here for next stream. Oh, that's a weird game, guys. That's a really weird game. I might grab it though. We might grab it next stream and have fun with that if that's something that you guys want. Okay. Snapshot. Okay, everybody's saying snapshot. OMG, there's a walkway behind my house and it's raining so hard. It's like a mini lake. Yeah, it was loud outside for a little bit, but it wasn't because of rain. It rained a lot yesterday. Mostly because... Actually, I don't know why. Why did it rain? But right now it's like super loud outside. So if you guys hear like dogs and kids, it's just a nice day outside, so people are out. So yeah. What is your Steam? I'll buy it for you. You don't need to buy it for me, man. I'll buy it. It's only $2. But the thing is that I can't download anything right now because I'm streaming. So if I start downloading anything, the stream will just die. So a policy is right now is that I can't like play anything that requires me to like download it right then, because the stream will just go out. All right, so we'll create a new world real quick. Actually, I gotta turn this music. Ugh. Minecraft music is good, but it gets a little bit overpowering at times. Alright, so let's create a new world. This will be this series that we keep on doing, I guess. So what's the name of the world, chat? What are we gonna call it? We'll switch screens here in a second, but what do you guys want the world to be named? Actually, I'll just switch screens now. Let's get some names in chat. Survival, super flat, large biomes. Yeah, we're not doing amplified. Default. Why do some people have 2 GPUs in their PC? Is it like a GPU for each monitor? No, the main reason why you would have 2 GPUs is either if like you're a streamer, or like basically you just offload tasks to that separate GPU. So like a lot of miners will have 2 in their system. There are programs by AMD and NVIDIA that will, like Crossfire and it's like NVLink, I think is the NVIDIA one. Basically those just try to help the GPUs work together to like be able to like play games and stuff like that, but they usually don't have any performance benefit in games. I think like the only cool thing with NVIDIA's thing is that like you can use the RAM between the cards. So like if you're in like a really memory intensive thing, you can actually use like NVLink and you can share the memory between the two. So you can just like, you basically have 48 gigs instead of just 24. All right, we'll call it NVLink. Yeah, NVLink. We'll call it NVLink then. I'm not naming it after you, Miss Subi. Alright. I'm done. Oh, shoot. That was a seed, wasn't it? Okay. Well, let's see what mic will I get? This mic still works fine. It was my recording mic for that GoPro. I don't know. I've got to buy. It's probably just gonna be a new lapel mic. It was the one that I had. It was just something that you strap onto here, and then but the system just wouldn't, or like the GoPro wouldn't read it anymore. And I couldn't get it to read on any of my things. I couldn't get it to read on my phone or on my laptop. So I'm assuming either someone just kind of either messed with it and it broke, because those mics really aren't that durable. So I gotta go get another one, or I might be able to borrow one from someone. I don't know. But the mic situation was not fun, especially because it was one of those videos that I want to do well on, and it just did not. I was kind of depressed after I put that video out because I knew it was not as good as I probably could have done. But there was like time constraints and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna be too hard on myself for it. But these next couple ones, like I've got something with IWN that they said they'll send it over by the last last week of March is when they said it will probably get to me. And then Max Ferris said that they expressed interest that they want to send me another one here in a little, I think they want to do the Centaur next. So we'll check out that gaming PC after they want to send it. They said sometime around spring, which I guess we're in spring right now, so it'll probably be like in a month or two that we'll get that one. But I'm basically, what I ended up doing was creating some guidelines for the companies, just telling you like, hey, you have to give me a certain amount of time to start doing stuff if you want a certain level of quality out of it. So I think 3 weeks is kind of when I'm sending a lot of stuff to. Like if you want 2 videos, if you want an unboxing video, if you want B-roll, like the thing that I had before, the CLX thing, they gave me that PC for a month. So I had a lot of time to be able to make that video and make some high quality stuff with it. But with this one, since I only had about 2 weeks with it, I really didn't have a whole lot of time. Why the Snowball? Because it's a cheap mic and it sounds pretty decent. It's like $50, and there's not really any other, like in the Blue Yetis. I mean, this one just sounds better than I feel like a lot of other ones out there, and it has its own like, you don't have to get the stupid foam thing, like, you know, like when you see mics, like they have that little foam sleeve over them. It's basically inside of it, so you don't have to mess with that thing. And the arm stand is pretty cheap that this thing's on, so it's not that big of a deal. Max Ferris isn't good. I mean, no, I think that they offer some pretty decent value stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to just say a company isn't good. I think they offer some okay stuff. I mean, some products are better than others. I mean, in my honest opinion, like if you're someone who wants to buy the Goofin, like I think it's an okay PC if that's exactly what you're going for in terms of a price point. But if you're going for anything different, like if you want to be able to upgrade and stuff like that, I'd probably go with something else, you know? Nano is better though. Yeah, the Nano is better though, but it's also an extra $50 more. So it's not like I'm not made of money here. So, and plus to a certain degree, it's like, especially like when I don't really have a whole lot of people watching these, so it doesn't really make sense for me to spend $100 on a microphone when, oh, maybe I should put my base around here because there's a beehive. I don't know. We'll go check out the Savannah over here. Or a PC from IWN. Can't wait till it comes. Oh, nice, man. Well, you might have won a. I mean, you're still gonna get a good deal on it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not because nothing's ever final with any of these companies I talk to. But since I've got an upcoming video with them, they said that they want to do a promo link with me for it, like the Max Ferris people did. It's like Max Ferris gave me 15, like didn't give me, but they're giving people $15 off who use that that discount code. So which I mean is a good amount of money, especially on like a cheaper PC. But IWN said that they would give me a $50 one, so you just slash off $50 off the cost of the PC. Again, I'm not if that's sure, but again, it should be nice for you guys at least if you're looking for a new gaming PC. And then they're planning on sending me the I don't remember the name, but I know the specs of it. It's like a little bit less than $1,000. It's like $925, and it's I forget what it's called, but it has an i5-10400F, so that's a 6-core CPU, which is pretty good. And then you've got a 1660 Super, 16 gigs of RAM. I forget the storage configuration, but the case is not terrible either, so it's not a bad system for the price. 50 isn't that bad. Yeah, I know. An extra $50 is never bad, especially if you're just like throwing it in at the end for nothing. Now again, I don't know if any of that stuff's confirmed or not. I mean, they just said that they were like looking into it, but again, nothing's ever final until it happens. It's kind of my philosophy, because I've always it's just kind of something that I've encountered a lot in life. It's just like a lot of times when you expect something to happen, it usually won't happen the way that you think it will. So like, it's better just not to expect anything when it comes to like making deals and stuff with people, because they'll always fall through, or like there'll be some complication in the future that will cause it to not happen. So I always just kind of like say okay, and then don't really have any expectations to, you know, think that it's going to go through or not. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Top Threes? Oh, nice. Instead of a Ryzen 3 3200G, you get a Ryzen 5 2600. Nice. The Aurora Megatron? Is that a new PC? Megatron? Magatron. Wait. Oh, shoot, never mind. Megatron's the name of that dude. Did you change your name, Megatron? I have a question. When should I upgrade my PC? It depends if you need it or not. You should just upgrade your PC just because you want to upgrade. You should upgrade your PC when you need it. I think that's a big problem that we have right now, is that everybody sees like the new shiny GPUs coming out, but a lot of times you don't need it. So if you want good opinion on it, Journey Meeks, just send me a or just send the specs of your system right now and tell me what you want to do with it, and I can tell you what you should probably do in terms of an upgrade path. Oh, bro, Hunter Can't, thank you so much, man. $2 through Super Chat? Wait, why did that not go through live chat? Why are these getting all delayed? These are not happening right now. I don't know why these are happening. Yeah, I don't know why those are happening. That is odd. I might just need to turn off alerts then. Jesus Christ. Because those were a while ago. Why are all my alerts happening now? Yeah, why is this happening right now? I think OBS just shit the bed. Where is my alert box at? Chat box. Where the hell is alert box at? Notification. Alright. I don't know if those are going to still play or not. I tried to turn them off. That's odd, man. Those are like months ago, but it's now saying that they're coming in now. That's odd. Okay. 30 series GPU most upgrade. R5 some person. So R5 3600 with 2060 Super or 2070 is good. Oh shit. Sorry about that. I mean, either or is fine. It just depends on how much money you want to spend. Honestly, if you're on a budget, I'd probably go with the 2060. I mean, the 2070, if it's just the base 2070, I'd probably just go with the 2060 Super. It honestly depends on what your price point that you're trying to changing. Months? Yeah, months. Probably not months. Probably like weeks. Probably multiples of weeks ago. I got donos when I did a stream a couple while ago, and then there was this one madman from John Nier who was... How do I get... Are you asking Pepe, are you asking me how I get money to do that, or no? I'm asking that to someone else, because I don't get a whole lot of money. I mean, the main source of my money that I got to upgrade my PC was this is a cool biome. The main source of my money that I got to upgrade this was the CLX referral link, and that was just because I was like, it's up in my production quality. So yeah, or a job. Just get a job, my man. Yeah, I'm going to be starting work here in a little bit, so I don't know how content's going to be going. I know content's a little bit dry right now. I just kind of got off some school stuff, so it wasn't like I could make a whole lot of videos this week. I have one that I can sit down and edit, but I'm not entirely happy with how it came out, so I might have to re-record it. Let's see. Okay, Johnny Air's back. Hey, thank you very much, Johnny Air, with a $2 tip. He's back. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, I gotta turn on the notifications to see if they actually work now. It's probably not gonna pop up in chat since I had it off, Johnny Air, because we got spammed earlier with some weird stuff going on. I found a lava pit over here. Well, it came through. Okay, cool. You're still in school? You can work while you're in school. I've got a bunch of friends who work when they're in school. Alright, I guess we'll just dig into the side of... I haven't really found a place where I want to build a base yet, so I guess we'll just dig into the side of a mountain, and we'll build some stuff. Flammy Phoenix, what is going on, my dude? This might sound weird. How old are you? I'm 18. Right on the age of where I can actually do YouTube stuff, so... Felt the need to donate $2, will now buy some McDonald's. You know what I'm going to do with that $2? I'm going to buy Hand Simulator for next stream, because that's what they were all requesting me to play, and it's exactly $2. So, Johnny Air, your money's going to Go towards the stream's enjoyment. Alright. I'm Craw. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, got it. The I'm Craw gang are all together. And UT. Pog. Jesus Christ, I'm only 14. That's not... Probably shouldn't just go in your age and chat. I mean, not advisable. But. Am I graduated? No, I'm graduating here in a couple months. I'm still in high school. But am an adult. Okay. Lamau. Yeah, you probably don't want to put that in there. I guess we can probably start mining, I guess, just a little bit and see if we can get some iron and stuff. Though I don't know how the spawn rates are for like a lot of this stuff. Because from the other worlds that I've been on, like diamonds and stuff like that, do not spawn very easy. Like they seem really hard to find. You have to go down super deep where to get stuff. Do I get bullied for that cut? Why is my cut bad? I didn't do my hair. It's just a bad hair day. I got done working out and just took a shower and didn't feel like doing my hair, but okay. Flaming Phoenix had to come at me like that. No, I don't get bullied. I don't think I've ever would have considered myself bullied whatsoever. I mean, again, I was always a big kid. So I mean, kids would always tease me, but I think that's just being a kid. But like, especially in high school, like your senior year, like people don't, I don't know. Like everybody's just kind of, I've noticed it. Everybody's kind of like friendlier to each other because like you just kind of realize that a bunch of the shit that you did in middle school is not really what you were or like who you are as a person. It's like, yeah, oh well. There's a lot of coal. 500 more subs to 2K, yeah. Yeah, we are close. Oh, sorry. Probably couldn't do that. It wasn't. That's funny. I play in my Alterno server, lol. Thanks for the 2 spot. But right now we're playing this. What's Alternos? Is it a Minecraft thing or is it just normal stuff? That kind of cringe though. Okay, ET, you're gonna be banned here a little bit. I don't know if your attempts are trying to make me like self-conscious about how I look or something like that, but it's getting to me, man. Furnace. Let's cook some meat. Okay. Hidden by Lena Knights. What happened there, Lena? It's a Minecraft survival world, lol. Okay. I mean, I might join it. Don't expect me to be active on it, but yeah, I might be able to join it. Do you have me on Discord? Johnny Air 4? Because if you do, send me the server name and IP, and I'll join it. Maybe sometime later. Your OG build Redux video isn't that good, personally. Yeah, that's why it's unlisted. That's why I made the new one. I mean, again, I just made it unlisted. If I make it private and the views and everything don't count, but unlisted just makes it's not going to show up in search feeds or recommended pages unless you. The only thing that happens with unlisted is that you can see, like, if someone has the direct link to it, they can see it. But other than that, there's no way to see it unless you scour through. But one of my computer specs, you can do the command !specs and it will show the specs of my PC, man. Shitbus, you might not want to keep on typing that in there because YouTube's just gonna flag it if you put in any curse words. It's just the automatic system that they have put in there. So probably would refrain from either putting links or any explicit language, because YouTube will flag it and you will not be able to chat. So it's so tough on the company. It's too tough on the company. No, I mean, back then I didn't think it was great. Now it's a little bit better. That's why I unlisted it. It's not up anymore. It's not working. Why is it not working? No, I should. Yeah, if you guys all do it at the same time, Nightbot's literally just gonna sit there, not know what to do, and it's gonna post it every single time. So have fun. Alright. Wait, who just got banned? Nobody got banned, I don't think. I mean, there's a guy named Shitbus that was in here who typed the name Shitbus, and it became instantly flagged by YouTube, and so that he could not say anything anymore. I don't know. Okay, yeah, you guys. Oh, it's not at specs. It's exclamation mark PC. I forgot. My bad. My B. Dummy brain. I've been having this problem. All right, Marks 14. Let me at it. Try my best. Pretty decent specs. Yeah, I mean, I put some money into it, my man. I'm hoping that's going to last me for a while. The only thing that I might upgrade here in the future is the processor, but that's it. That's it. I might end up upgrading it to a... See, I'm either considering doing like a 3900X or like a 5900X, or if I can find like a 3950X. Yeah, so a 3950X, so a 16-core processor for pretty decent money. I'll probably snag one of those. Because I knew, like, originally I was gonna buy an RTX 3070, and then get a 3900X, just because I don't really need that much of GPU horsepower. But I just ended up getting the 6800 and the 3700X, because for some reason the 3070s that were there were all the Asus ROG White editions, and those ones were basically the same price of what this GPU costs, and this one just performs better than it. And then the processor that I was looking at, so the 3900X wasn't out of stock, but it was more expensive than it previously was. It was down to like $350, and it wasn't for that much money anymore, so it was wait, don't turn this into another... Wait. Why 3000, not 5000? Because I didn't buy... Because at that time, the 5000 series wasn't available. I mean, the only reason... Like, I don't need single-thread performance right now. I just want cores. And the thing is the 5000 series is going to be more money in general than that... Then getting like, okay, like realistically, I'm probably gonna be able to get a like a 3900X here, like maybe in a year, for pretty cheap compared to getting a 5900X. With the same amount of cores, sure, the IPC is gonna be lower, but in all honesty, like, I just prefer the more cores just for video editing. Is really the only thing that I'll use those for. Is just rendering and scrubbing through the timeline uses a lot of the CPU. So it kind of gets to a point where it's like, yeah, I need more cores. I don't really need them right now, since I don't usually edit in 4K. Like, when I do edit stuff in the real, like when I shoot videos from the GoPro, I will downscale it when I import it to 1440p, so it's not bogging down my editor. So yeah. What do you think about the new snapshot? It's not terrible. There is one big bug in it, though, is that you can't enchant anything. So in the 10A version, you can't enchant. Like, the enchantment tables are just broken. So I'm hoping that either like we won't get to that point probably. Like it's gonna take me probably about 5-6 hours to get to the point where I'm gonna start enchanting stuff, like just in terms of like how the world functions. And I'm not gonna be streaming for 5 to 6 hours. It's probably gonna be more like 3. So more money equals better performance, yes, but there's also the ratio of price to performance that I value a lot. So at a certain point, sometimes processors will give you better price to performance ratios. So sometimes what I'm counting on is the 3900X is going to have a way higher price to performance ratio because it's going to get discounted, and most likely the 5900X is still going to be around the same price that it is right now. So again, it's not going to be as good of a value as the 3900X, you know, a little bit later, you know. Hey, what's going on, Christopher Corridos? How much was my PC? I haven't really. I could probably add up all the numbers, but I'd probably say around the $1,500 to $1,700 price range within those parameters. I'm not 100% sure what because I didn't buy it all together. Like I had my first PC, so like I just kept the same motherboard and power supply and everything like that for my first one in case. Basically, all I did was just swap out the processor, the RAM, and the GPU. And then that old PC was around $700, and then I bought this new graphics card and everything like that, and so it upped its price. My God, I fell in a 45 block deep ravine and landed on the only piece of water. That's some luck, my man. That's why you're always gonna be traveling with buckets. That's why I'm trying to get iron right now. I don't have any sort of protection to fall damage, so I gotta get me a bucket. Yours is now 2K without a new GPU. That's a nice system, man. 2K is a pretty hefty chunk of change. I am thinking about getting a new monitor, though, because my old one died. My 1440p one that I bought off Craigslist died. It was a super nice monitor. I mean, it wasn't, like, nice. It was, like, 12 years old. But it was one of those old HP CAD monitors, so they're super nice and high resolution, and they're IPS as well. So it was like back when IPS was brand new. So it was a nice monitor. It definitely was. I mean, it was a bit thick, but like if you're just looking at the panel, it looked great. But the main problem was the HP didn't make them too well, like the capacitors inside of them. So I'm assuming just over time the capacitor blew. Minecraft Gods was looking out for you, Johnny. I'm struggling to find a GPU. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, my man. Not a whole lot of words of comfort I can give you on that, just because it's an endeavor, I guess. Because a lot of people are looking for the same thing, my man. So unless you have like a micro center near you or something of that nature, then probably not gonna have a whole lot of luck. Is this a cave or just a hole? Cave? Question mark? Yeah, kinda. Oh yeah, it is a cave. Okay. Copper is basically garbage. It's only useful if you get any. It's only useful for a telescope. That's it. I need me iron. Let's go. We'll mine that. I just want to make sure there's nothing else up here. Okay, cool. This will make everybody trigger, but my micro center has 5 RTX 3070s every 2 days and 30 days. Yeah, it's pretty similar to what mine has. You just got to get there on opening. Like again, micro centers will have most of the GPUs there if you just kind of stake it out. All right, I'm getting an i7 59. All right, 5930K with the 1660 Super. That's not a bad system, my man. Well, looks like there is nothing here. Nothing else here in terms of ores. No. Where'd I come in at? Here? Yeah. But you know what I was doing today? So I've never seen this show, but I hear a lot about it. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's the show called JoJo's like Bizarre Adventures or something like that. But I heard the theme song called like Goriono's theme is the name of the piece, and it sounds super cool. So I was basically all I did today was learn how to play that on my cello, and it's a banger song, my man. Should I invest more in CPU or GPU? It depends on what you're looking to do. Where did I come in at? I feel like I came in over here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. It's like bruh. Okay, we'll just build a little exit if I ever want to pop back down. Cool. Yeah, it honestly matters like what you're looking to do. If you're mostly looking to play games, you should probably invest more in your GPU. But like if you're a big video editor or on a renderer guy or something like that, then you might want to invest in something else, something more like the CPU. Hey, what's going on, Joe? Mama, haha. Make a video on how you think GPUs will widely be available, or it'll be like this for a long time. I was thinking about doing something like that here in a little bit, but yeah, I'd have to basically for that one. I would have to write out a script, so it'd probably take me, I don't know, a couple days. I might be able to do that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday, because I'm going on a road trip. Not really a road trip, but I'm driving for like 4 hours. So I can just send the back and type of that paper if I really want to. Damn, dude, you're almost at 2K. Yes, I am very close, Josie. Yeah, we are. I'm scraping it. I'm scraping 2K. And then we got 2.5K after that. And then we got 5K after that. We got 10K after that. So, got some ways to go, but we'll have fun. I plan on, I don't know if you guys are more Twitch people or YouTube people for live streams, but I do plan on trying out dual streaming here on Twitch here. Probably say a month or 2, and we'll start dual streaming over there and see how the turnout is and see if you guys like it or not. But yeah, well, I'm gonna go grind my friends SMP. Also make a good base or something, like a mini city like I'm in Berg. All right, man, have fun. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for the $4. Really appreciate it, my man. And we'll get Hand Simulator. Alright. So I only found 1 patch of iron. How much should we get from that? We only got 4, so that's only 1 bucket. So that's the question. Should we make a bucket or a pickaxe? Also, get 2 hand simulators so you can crunch 2 humans. I could get 2 hand simulators, but that'd be a waste of money. That would. Alright, so what level am I at? So I'm at Y17. So Y0 is when we start hitting deep slate. So that's gonna be fun. That's probably where we're gonna stop mining in general, just because it's gonna be rough. And I'll probably head back out, try to build a house, and just kind of explore around real quick. 'Cause I'm not gonna take the time to try to mine down all the way to deep slate or try bedrock, because with stone pickaxes, it's gonna be rough. Yo, what's going on, Mako? Bro. There we go. Check out Micro Center. Every GPU you can think of is sold out. Yeah, they're all gonna be listed as sold out. What you need to do is you need to go there on Monday, and you need to be waiting in line and see if they get a new shipment, because that's when they usually get new shipments. Shipments in is Monday. They will get sold out right when they get put in the store. So you need to be there at opening if you really want a GPU. And you've got to be prepared to spend more money than you're initially putting out for whatever card. So if you're trying to buy a 3080, you're probably going to end up spending close to $900. 3070, probably close to $700. And probably about $200 on top of whatever GPU you're looking at. Just expect to spend $200 above it, above its MSRP, I guess. It's a better way to put that. Yeah, pickaxe. Make 2 more. What frame do you like most if you had to pick one? For Warframe? We're talking Warframe here. If we're talking Warframe here, my favorite's probably, I don't know, Excalibur is pretty saucy. Excalibur, I like Excalibur Umbra is probably pretty cool. He's one of my favorites. I mean, I also like Octavia. Octavia is also pretty dope. I'd probably go Octavia, and then Excalibur Umbra would be the 2 Warframes that are the best. Rhino Prime. Rhino Prime is not a fun Warframe. Like, you just tank, that's it, you know? Like, I like fun Warframes. Like, I think Excalibur is probably the most fun one. Just because you run around and you get crazy melee damage, and you blind people with your Exalted Blade when you do the slide attack. I think that's one of the best. But alright, we'll head back up to the service here in a sec. Because I think we're probably close to Y0. Yeah, we're 2 away from Deep Slate. And I'm surprised I only got 1 thing of iron, and that was only just because I hit a cave. Yeah, so I think that iron is not dropping well. So I think we got to find a mountain. I think is where they said that they're like distributed pretty highly. So we'll go try to find a mountain and see if we can get some stuff from there. I'm waiting for them to have the snapshot with the mountains on it. We get the mountain goats, and I think you can there's like this new type of snow that you can freeze in and like die from. I forget what it's called. Man, this sucks. I hate going upstairs. Iron is better in caves, while diamonds is better in strip mining. Yeah. No, honestly, I feel like diamonds are not better, because I've played the snapshot a lot. I think that they're still working on their ore distribution. But as of right now, it's just kind of all, I don't know. And we timed it pretty wrong. Alright, well, I guess we'll just craft some stuff real quick then. What the heck? Okay. So, we'll smelt this real quick. What else do we want to keep? I mean, we can throw away a good bit of this cobble. I just want to keep a little bit of it in case I need it. Okay. So snag that, make a bucket, and we'll go. IDK what level my PC is. I have a Dark Rock. What do you mean level? PCs don't come in levels. I guess it's just like are you looking for like a tier, I guess? sorry, I gotta fix Streamlabs because it's messing up. Like, I'd probably say mid high end is what I would call that PC. Mid high end. Imagine a 34K enchanted pick with fortune and mining lapis lazuli. That'd be crazy, man. What else can we put in? I don't really need anything else. I kind of just want to go out. Even though it is nighttime. Is this on peaceful? Because there's like no mob spawning. I mean, it's on normal. Huh. Oh yeah, there's mob spawning. Never mind. Okay. I hate dude. Skeletons are the worst mob in here. Just the fact that they can shoot you is the worst part. Brenner Wiggins. Brenner Wiggins, you have stolen Lena's profile picture. Creeper. Oh man. GPU do I have? Yeah, you just do that PC thing. It's a nice GPU. Should let me. Oh, buddy. Mine ended poorly. Oh, we got pigs over here. I'm gonna get some porkies. Okay. When you accidentally use the wrong account, that's funny. Did you just use the wrong one? Is that it? I didn't I didn't hit a crit on it. That's why I didn't insta kill. Just one more sheep. I gotta make a bed. What switch do I have? Blues? No, I've got browns. Brown keys. Yep. Got donkeys. Got oh, I want to kill this rabbit. Get a satchel. Oh wait, is that a baby rabbit? Yeah, I don't get anything from those. Not worth going after it. What are those? Is that cobblestone over there? Looks like cobblestone. What is that? Ground's the best. Yeah, they're not bad. Again, I'm not a huge keyboard file or yeah. Are these babies or what? Yeah, that's a baby. What is this? Oh, it's stuck underground. Ah. Cool. See if we can find a desert. Dude, there are a lot of skeletons out here. I do not want to mess with those guys. So my CPU bottleneck? Nah, it's not. I don't know. I usually have my games capped. I wouldn't really consider a bottleneck. Man, that's so weird that spawned underground. Or is this, or am I thinking it's the wrong thing? Because these are really spaced out. What is this? Because this is not a nether portal. Or at least it doesn't look like one. Because it's way too wide. Here, I need to make a shovel real quick. And see what's happening here. I've never seen this before. Chad, do you know what this is? The fuck is a bottleneck? A bottleneck is when one piece of your PC is worse than the other, or like it's so like behind it. Like, so like if your CPU is not too great, it will bottleneck your GPU because it won't be able to supply the frames to the GPU fast enough for it to be able to like do all the stuff it wants to do. So it's a bottleneck because you're bottlenecking the amount of data that can go to the GPU. It's also the inverse, so sometimes your CPU will be left waiting around if you have a like, what is this? Is this a nether portal? But yeah, so sometimes your CPU will be left waiting around if your GPU is, yeah, this is odd, man. Yeah, I don't know if I explained that right because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this is. Yeah, I don't get this, man. This is one big one, dude. This is a huge nether portal, man. This is absolutely massive. There's no way I'm gonna ever get enough obsidian to fill this up, but dude, this is crazy. Is this like in a certain, like, I've never seen this before. Is it, I thought it was always just like a 2x2 or a 3x3. I didn't think it was this big. Oh, you're just using your weird account? Got it. This is a very odd setup for one of these things, man. Isn't there usually like a chest or something? Just need to tell which way the front is. Ooh, this might be the front. Yeah, this might be the front. Yeah, this is odd, my man. There's lava, and there's netherrack over here too. Yeah, dude, this is what is wrong with this thing, man? This is all messed up. Is this just something with the snapshot, or is this just something that just came with another update? Because I know, like, sometimes just random portals will spawn around, but I've never seen this huge portal before. Or ones like this big. There's a bunch of netherrack over here. Hopefully this is, I'm hoping that there's still a chest. If the chest didn't get destroyed by its generation. Where's that? I'll just leave this down here. Make a couple of these real quick. Well, now what the actual F is that? Yeah, I don't know, man. It is weird. Chest might be over here. AMD drivers are so shit. No, not really. Pretty good. I mean, they were bad with the 5700 XT when it released, but the newer ones seem fine. Yes, the chest. Okay. Should we take the horsey armor, even though it's gold? Yeah, let's take the horsey armor. Now I gotta dig myself all the way out of here. Ah, shoot. Let's use this. What is a possible problem? Try a different driver version if you know if it's a driver issue. Just try installing an older one. What is that another one over there? Or is that a cactus? That's not cactus. Yeah, that's another one over there. Those are the perks of having a really high FOV that if you turn your screen like off center, you can like zoom in on things. Oh, and there's a village. Let's go. Oh, that's a baby. It won't give me any hide. There's one I can get a hide from. There you go. Oh, I didn't even get a hide from it, dude. Oh, well, I guess we'll just do it with the rabbit meat. Yeah, it's... Why is this thing getting messed up? Fire aspect, unbreaking. Guess we'll keep this. Yeah, dude, what is going on with... Turn off notifications. Jesus, man. What is going on with Streamlabs today? I don't even want to take that. Flint steel. I could have fixed it, but I don't have enough. I don't have a... Yeah, I do remember when you could craft horse armor, and that is a large ravine that I was about to cross. Need some blocks up here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Why can't I trade with you? Do you not have a specification or something? Eh. Well, let's go. Alright, cool. Oh, actually, we could probably take this too. So I don't have to craft one later. Is there anything up in these? I've never seen these houses before. This is the cartographer thing. Can I go up there? Bed. Probably snag one of these beds too. Bread. I do not need cactuses. I might be able to use a book. Alright. Should we try it, guys? Alright, cool. Alright. Well, I think we got a bunch of stuff. I think we can... Oh, yeah, we can kill this iron golem and get his iron. Come here, buddy. Alright. I gotta get a little closer to him. Man, this gold sword is just dying. There you go. Give me the iron. That's 6. Cool. I don't think there are any... Oh, chest. Take the bread. Let's smoker or not. Oh wait, we can just kill him with fire aspect and we'll get cooked beef. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can find any more structures around here before nighttime. If not, we'll head back. Are jungle temples still a thing or no? So remember those were pretty cool when they first came out with like the traps and stuff like that, but I have not seen one for like a while. But again, can't say I've played Minecraft while I've been in a jungle for very much. They sell jungle temples? Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Doesn't seem to be anything over there. We got mountains over here. Let's see if we can see. Oh wait, it's just desert. There are a lot of ravines, man. I do not see any iron around any of these. I don't see any iron. You go around the long way or else this whole thing's gonna fall apart. Oh shoot, our desert temple. Getting all the goods today. Look at that cursed sand right there. Look at that. Look at that big hole. Look at that cursed sand. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff in this desert. And like everything, this one's underground, dude. Porque. Okay. Why is there smooth basalt over? Is there really a geode right here? Yeah, there is. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, we'll get that stuff here in a second. Flame. I'll throw that out. Let's take the emeralds instead of... We don't need the wool anymore. Do we need string? Gunpowder knockback. Yeah, we'll use that. I'll take that iron horse armor instead of the gold. I'm not gonna need that. I guess we'll take the gunpowder. Alright, we'll snag these amethyst crystals as well. These actually make a musical sound too. That's what the I think you can get different like musical notes depending on the way you place them. See, I didn't know these things spawn so close to the surface. Man, I don't have like any good blocks to build on. Why are these not? Why am I not collecting any? Those are full grown. That's odd. I mean, none of the rest of them are full grown, so I won't get anything from those. I don't know. I got 4. It's enough to make a telescope. Man, this world generation all got kind of messed up. No, no. There we go. Okay. Alright, we'll just take one of these chests. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Atlantic? Alright, so got all that. Let's just pop up here. Okay, cool. And is that the same village I was just at, or is that a completely different one? Well, I guess we'll go and find out. How's life? It's going pretty good, man. Is that the same exact one we were at? I don't think it is. Because the other one I think is that way. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just got stuff done. With the wrong video. So clicked on wrong video, so I'm gonna say chicken. Alright. Are Supernova a good PSU? Yeah. It's by Seasonic, right? Seasonic Supernova? Yeah, they're not bad. Most of Seasonic PSUs are good. Yeah, I have not visited this one yet. Should be something in this chest. There's no chest right there. There we go. Bread. Okay. Nothing. They have like a... Such that they don't have one of those like armorers. Can't get the good loot. But they do have an iron golem, so we can kill him. That's good. Sorry, I haven't been stopping in school's been tough. Yeah, man, it's all good. I kind of had a similar week. Really didn't upload a whole lot. I uploaded on Monday, but then after that, I had a bunch of school stuff, a bunch of projects I'm working on. Dude, for computer science principles, one of my computer science classes I'm in right now, we got to make basically a website that will allow you to trade stocks, like between it's basically like a fake account, but it has to take like real-time numbers from like a certain index. So it's rough, man. I'm just working on right now, like, because it's taking us up until spring break. So right now I'm working on the section so that people can register. So like there has to be like a username and like login. So like there's already a front page made and then a login page made. But basically what I'm working on right now is the register page. So the main idea is that you have to make the page. You have to have like the username be put in, and then you have to have them put in a password, and then like after that, the database, like, so the program has to check through the database of usernames and passwords that we create. And if the username is not already in there, then they can use it, but if it is, then they can't. So you gotta check that, and you gotta make sure the passwords match. So it's fun. Dang, computer science seems like a fun subject. Yeah, it's fun. It's just like, it's hard, man. It's super hard. The more and more I do it, the more and more I understand why people, like, there's not a whole lot of people that do it in the world, because it is not, it's not easy. But I enjoy it. It's like, it's one of the few classes in school that give me the right, because like, and I took AP Psych last year, so like you learn in AP Psych that there are different levels of engagement. So like if something is too easy, people won't be engaged, and if something's too hard, people won't be engaged. But if it's just at the right level of difficulty and like someone can like work on it, then people will enjoy it and find it fun and find it engaging. Like computer science sometimes gets too hard to where like I get like, yeah, it's just hard for me to sit there and do it. But other times, like when I sit down and like look through stuff, it's a lot better. Do you have any idea how to mute game chat in clips, or is it impossible? No, you can't really mute game chat in clips. Like we talking about clips and like online. If you're just like getting a clip online, it's all the same audio file. It's not like it's just all an MP4, so it's all written together. There's no sections of the file that you can just kind of take out. It's all together. It's either muted or unmuted, unless you recorded it some different way. Unless you recorded clips along with the video file. In that case, you could just mute that. GeForce Experience? No. I think it probably just records desktop audio in your mic audio. Or it probably just records desktop audio, so that constitutes your game chat. So yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do to mute that stuff. I guess just don't be in game chat or just mute it. 2K sub stream soon. Yeah, I mean when we hit it, I'll probably just be like the Friday night stream. I'll probably just be titled 2K subs, woohoo, or something like that. So wait, what are these? Can I make food out of the mushrooms, right? Yeah, no problem, dude. I have an RX 5700 XT and I play Fortnite. Why do I get worse FPS in performance mode? What's performance mode? Is it like a setting in AMD Ryzen, like the Radeon settings? I don't know. Performance mode, I mean there is something for Windows that's called performance mode, but it usually doesn't like do anything. What's going on, Rotated? Okay. I'm still trying to find a place to build a house. Oh wait, I didn't get my bed. Shoot, I almost just left it there. What PC parts do you think should be most priority when choosing quality parts? Like choosing quality part? I don't really know, man. Like that's kind of a weird question. I mean, quality parts. You're gonna have to elaborate on that. I'm not really understanding what you're looking for. Like, are you asking me like what brands do I like that like provide good quality for their products, or are you talking about like the other thing I could maybe see you trying to ask is like what sort of things like should I prioritize when building a gaming PC? Where is my bed at? I guess I'll just make a new one later. No, in game where it takes off, like there are some graphics to get better FPS. Yeah, it probably depends on what graphics you're tuning around. The main things that are gonna bog down your system's FPS are gonna be like resolution. So like the resolution scaling in Fortnite, I guess, is it's like a little slider bar that you can tune up and down. Decreasing that should increase your FPS, and then just texture detail also will take it down. I mean, it also might be a problem depending on what CPU you have, because if you're sending in a bunch of frames, sometimes the CPU won't be able to keep up, and you'll get really bad 1% lows. Like, what parts should I put more of my budget into. GPU and CPU is usually the way to go. There's some iron down there. Here, I'll make some doors. Actually, we'll just put these chests down here. Actually, put all this stuff in here. Okay, we'll kill these sheeps. That's two. See, one more sheep. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, CPU, GPU are gonna be the main things that cause your system to have different levels of performance. Do you have a snowball mic? Because it sounds good. Yeah, that's what I have. Yep, my main mic is the snowball. I think it sounds fine for how much. I mean, it's a $50 mic, so it's like, I think it sounds good for what it is. All right. All right. Give me some doors. I put my iron in here, right? All right, we'll make some iron pick. We'll make a bunch of doors. Actually, let's make a bunch of them. Okay. And then we'll make an axe so we can cut them down easy. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll just make an axe, an iron axe. I know it's a waste of iron, but I really don't feel like mining it. Okay, we need the doors. Okay. Okay. Sick, differently agree. Okay. On Roblox, how do I make it stop crashing? How do I get unbanned in Roblox? I cannot help you on those, man. I don't play Roblox. I mean, crashing might be a result of either the game itself or the hardware. So I don't know what in terms of that is your problem. You're probably have to give me a little bit more information about that specific detail when it comes to crashing. Why is okay? It's that block. Okay, no more there. Some lapis right there. I don't really need it. It's an i5 9400F and an RX. Good to what it's compared like. Yeah, honestly the CPU might be bottlenecking you, my man. Like if you're getting like worse FPS and when you're trying to go in like performance mode, I guess is when you're trying to lower down the settings, might be the CPU. Because I know the 9400Fs aren't great in terms of single core performance. So I don't know, that might be the problem. Might not be. I'd have to like do my own rounds of testing to see. I'll put hacks into my Minecraft. You're probably gonna have to like go to like the mod packs and stuff like that. I don't know. Go to some site and then put in your mods folder. I have a pre-built with really mediocre parts, R5, 3600, 1660 Super, but only 8 gigs of RAM. So we're trying to find another 8 gig stick of the same brand, or should I just get a new set of 16? I'd probably just try to get a new. Well, it depends on what's the speed of the stick that's already in there. Ah, man, I need to figure out some way to bring all this stuff with me. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to pick out the stuff that we need. I don't need that raw rabbit. I don't need the pork chop. What CPU should I get? If you're on that, probably like a. You can probably get like a 9900K for pretty okay pricing right now. Or just like any of the 9900 should be fine. The i9 9900. So just make sure it has a 9 or an 8 in front of it, and it should be fine with your motherboard. Don't need that. Definitely need the coal. Get the enchantment. Iron. We're already out of space. What do I do without that? I'm gonna keep the wood. Keep the horse armor. Yeah, I need to kill some more rabbits so I can get these satchels. I believe it's 3200 megahertz, but it doesn't exactly specify. If you hit Control Shift Escape, it'll bring up Task Manager. All right, pull up the Task Manager real quick. So Control Shift Escape, and then go to hit More Details if you've never opened it before. Oh man, this world generation's bugged. And then go into memory, and if you click the go over to, I think it's like here. Let me do it real quick. So hit Task Manager, go to Performance, and then go to Memory, and then right here it's gonna tell you where the over by, it says speed, so it says 3600 for me. It should tell you what it is. So an i9, I mean, you don't have to get an i9. You can get the i7s, but I don't know. It really depends on what you want. That platform's not great in terms of upgradability. It's pretty old. But again, you might want to do some more testing to see if it's just the CPU. So I'd play games like CS:GO and stuff like that and see if you're getting like really bad 1% lows. Like games that are just really CPU bound, just like see what's going on with it. And make sure that when you're playing Fortnite, that if it is being CPU bound, your GPU won't be hitting 100% utilization. Okay, this might be a good place to build a house. Okay, we'll dig in the side of this this thing for the night, and then we'll build a house out here. Just like you can get something off the used market. CPUs really don't get bad over time, so. Do you think that the 30 series cards are worth the price jump from the 2060, 20? No, they're not worth the price jump. There was honestly little to no, there was a little performance increase, I guess, with the higher end ones, but with the lower end ones, like the 3060 was god awful. I think it's one of the worst GPUs that have come out. Like it has the same exact performance as, or it has around the same performance as a 2060 Super. So at a certain point, it's better for you just to get a 2060 Super instead of buying one of those. Okay, get a crafting table, make a bed real quick. Actually, okay. But yeah, I think the 30 series is okay. I think the 6000 series in terms of generation increase, I think was a lot better from AMD, just because it's super power efficient compared to what Ampere is, and I think that AMD just did a good job with how they implemented this particular generation. Like it's not as it's okay at mining, but it's not crazy good like what Ampere is. So like there's not a huge demand from miners to get these graphics cards, but I don't know. I just feel like AMD just a little bit better. I managed to get a 3070 today from Best Buy. Hey man, that's great. Was it a Founders Edition? If you could snag a Founders Edition, that's a pretty good deal. Thank you, because I would really need someone's opinion. I'm going to get a 2070 and i7 10700K. Yeah, that's not a bad system, man. Not a bad system. So I have more room in the budget for an AIO and more storage. Yeah, the 10700K is not a bad one. Not a bad AIO, or not a bad CPU, especially if you can get it for a good price. I think Micro Center, like my Micro Center, has it for around like it's like 280. Like, it's super cheap, man. And it's an 8-core thing. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is where I want to stay. Okay. Okay, locked. man's bugging. Yeah, it was 3070 FE, dude. That's a good snag. The FEs are solid. Yeah, I think the FEs are really only going to like Micro Center and Best Buy. So if you guys can get your hands on one of those, that's definitely a good deal. Okay, we'll start mining out some stone over there so we can start getting some building materials to build a house. Yeah, I'm gonna visit Micro Center in LA. Yeah, definitely. It's always a good option to go visit Micro Center. Playing Fort CPU 100 and GPU's at like 30. Yeah, yeah, it's a CPU bottleneck, my man. Classic CPU bottleneck. So you probably want to invest in getting either an i7. Honestly, I don't think that they're that bad. Here, let's actually take a look on eBay. I'll open up a incognito tab real quick. Okay. eBay. i7 9700. Yeah, you can get one for $250. Honestly, I'd probably go with the i9 if you could find one. 100. Yeah, if you're willing to spend that much money, I'd probably go with the i9, honestly. It seems like it's kind of going around the $230 price point. Look up. Huh. I can't play Minecraft right now. I only have an HP stream laptop. I remember being impatient and buying low-level pre-built for the same price as a good custom build. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's patience. I think some pre-builds are fine, but if you're up to building your own system, definitely. I mean, even if it's not like better value, I guess. Like, I think it's still a better way just to go about it because you kind of learn how to deal with the PCs and how to do stuff. I probably should grab that crafting bench. Is the i3 10100 and 1650 super good? Yeah, I mean, it depends what price you're getting it for, but yeah, that's not bad. Rotated. Did you hear the Ryzen 3 3500G got leaked on eBay as an engineering system? Huh. I did not hear that, actually. Let's grab some wood. Is the RX 580 good? Yeah, I mean, again, it depends on what price you're getting it for. It's a solid 1080p graphics card. If that's what you're looking at for it to do, yeah, it'll be fine. Is an i9 good with the 5700 XT? Yeah. 5700 XT is a pretty I would consider high end, but it's a pretty decent graphics card. I would say it's probably mid high end. It was a $400 MSRP, right? Yeah, it's not bad. The price is $599. Yeah, that's not a bad buy, man. Not a bad buy at all. Okay. Alright, we're basically just gonna... I think the i7's more expensive, though. Yeah, I mean, sure, the i7 is more expensive, but the only difference with that generation is that i7's... if you're talking about the 9th gen i7s, they're not great, because they don't have multi-threading. So, like, you're getting 8 cores, but that's it. It's not very good in multi-core scenarios. That's why I was suggesting the i9. Because... a lot of battle royale games and like Warzone and stuff like that use a lot of threads. They just need a lot of CPU horsepower. So that's kind of why I was saying that i9 9900 or 9900K would be a good buy, just because you get the hyper threading and it's got higher clock speeds. So that's the main reason. I'm gonna Ryzen 5 3600. That's not a bad one. I don't trust AMD graphics cards for a while because their driver malfunctions. I haven't really had many. I mean, I know they were bad with the 5700, but right now my drivers work fine with my card. And the other thing is, I think you guys got to understand, over time, AMD's cards have had the track record of getting better and better performance while NVIDIA's usually stagnate. And if you guys have actually seen the recent testing by Hardware Unboxed, he showed that the graphics driver for NVIDIA cards actually has, it causes more of a CPU bottleneck in just games in general. It takes more CPU cycles to make sure the graphics card driver is working. So basically what that results in is the Ampere cards, or just NVIDIA cards in general, will do worse on average in lower resolution games, or just games that have high FPS, than AMD, because AMD's drivers are pretty low usage on the CPU. So basically, like, if you're looking to play like CSGO and stuff like that, it's the 6000 or 5000 series you want to go with. Or like if you're like playing like esport games and stuff like that, like it's definitely AMD is the good way to go because you're trying to push those high frames. But yeah, so NVIDIA is just odd. What advantages would the i7s have over the i9s? Again, just multi-threading. With that specific generation, it'd be multi-threading. It changes per generation. So with the 9th gen, the i7s didn't have multi-threading, so it was only 8 cores and 8 threads, while the i9s had 8 cores and 16 threads. Now, so the 10th gen, the i9s have 10 cores with 20 threads, and then the i7s have 8 cores with 16 threads. So, and then I think the next generation is going to be weird. So I would just suggest not to buy the next generation of Intel CPUs. They're just going to be whack. I just wouldn't even consider them. But yeah, Rotate. I saw your first one. I saw your first time you typed that in. I did not see that, but I'm honestly not that. I mean, like, it's kind of cool, but like it doesn't really seem like it's anything that important. I mean, it's just an engineering sample. Like, there's been engineering samples of a bunch of things out there, and they've never came into light. I'm not really that hyped about APUs in general. Like, especially if it's just a 3000 series one. Like, they had 4000 series APUs. They had them for, like, desktops. Like, you could get the, it's like the 4750G was a 8-core, 16-thread CPU that had Vega graphics on it for the desktop, and you can get those. Like, they're just from OEM systems. But yeah. IDK, I think that NVIDIA is like Apple and AMD is like Samsung. That's brand loyalty, my man. Yeah, you gotta take it objectively. I mean, I think that NVIDIA has a lot better feature set, but they definitely charge a premium for their stuff, and they are really stingy on a lot of the like, especially VRAM. That's the main reason why I bought mine was VRAM. Like, they're super stingy on VRAM this generation. A lot of stuff that I uses it. I mean, like, if you really want the feature set that NVIDIA has, then it's definitely a good way to go for it, because that's just kind of their ecosystem. But I think AMD does a really good job at making sure that your product is going to be good for its entire lifespan and doesn't just make stuff obsolete because they want to. And I think in terms of not ethics, but just like how the companies value their customers, I think AMD does a lot better job. Like, NVIDIA blatantly does things that are anti-consumer. But yeah, can you explain the difference between i5s, i7s, and i9s? Well, between those, so like if you're just saying i7, i5, and i9, that basically just means the performance tier. So like if it's an i5, it's lower than an i7. If it's an i7, it's lower than an i9, and i9's at the top. You kind of have to go onto the website. Like, if you don't keep up with it, you probably won't know the main differences between them. So like cores and clock speeds are pretty important for most people. So just like, even though something says it's like an i7, if it's from like years ago, it's not going to be nearly as good as like an i3 that's out there right now. I think that's what people gotta understand. So it's not really something that I can like explain to you. So like 9th generation, so the 9000. So if you said you had an i5 9400K, So the first number is going to indicate the generation. So like that was the 9th gen. Now we have the 10 700K. So the 10 in front of it is the generation. We'll have the 11 700 something. So those the first numbers indicate the generation, and then after those numbers afterwards just kind of give you your relative performance against other CPUs in the product stack. So if you have a 9400 and a 9600, the 9600 is going to do better than the 9400. I guess is a pretty simplistic way to put it. And it's for $100. That's not bad, man, for an APU. What game should I play on my PC? I don't really have any recommendations. I mean, Destiny is always one that I'll point to people. But the RTX 2070 on the side of my current. NVIDIA drivers really don't need to be updated too often. The only reason why I update my graphics card drivers with AMD is that I'm always trying to see what because there are some times where like performance does get drastically better, but with NVIDIA usually you're not going to see a performance increase unless it explicitly states that in the driver. Most of the time there's no benefit. So what's better, 2070 or RX 5700? In terms of just performance, the 5700 XT is going to do better. Just in raw FPS. Because I know AMD targeted the 5700 XT to beat the 2070, and then NVIDIA came out with this Super lineup. So the 2070 Super is better than the 5700 XT, but the 5700 XT is better than the RTX 20, just the base RTX 2070. So, is Ryzen 3600 and RX 5800 a good pair? Yeah, it's not a bad pair. I mean, you can always upgrade the GPU later on. The CPU is fine. 3600 is a good CPU, but then later down the line when prices get better, I'd probably, if you want to, it's not a must, but like if you have the extra money and you want to get some more FPS, then just upgrade the GPU. It'll be solid. But yeah, Essence Sad. Did you kind of understand my my explanation of the Intel naming schemes? It's kind of the same thing with AMD too. AMD Ryzen, they basically went the same way that Intel, just to make it easier for people, since people already know the Intel way of naming things. So basically it's just the first digits will indicate the generation, and then the ones after that will indicate its performance level against the other products in the thing. Mazzy spams. Oh yeah, no problem for the input, dude. That's what we're doing here. Having fun. Having fun answering tech questions. But guys, make sure that if you're here for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Close to 2K subs, so it'd be fun to hit here sometime. Alright, let's keep on carving this out. How many stacks do I have? One, so we got 4 right now. Try to get to 5. It's not like there's anything in there. You just earned a like, eh? Glad I earned the like. Alright. Alright, how close are we? Just need a little bit more. We'll be good on cobble. Cosmic Melon. Will cable management be a big problem when I build my first PC? IDK, if I can organize them properly. I mean, usually if you just, like, if it's your first time building it, you can usually get the hang of it pretty easy. Like, cases usually will make it pretty obvious where you should route certain cables. And the same thing with the motherboards. The motherboards will try to do their best to put the connectors in the right spots so that you know where to put stuff at. But I think the main thing is just try to keep all the cables in the, like, you want to keep most of the length of the cables in the back of the case, not on the front. So if you have cables stretching across different parts of like the front of your PC, wherever all the fans and stuff are, that's not good. You wanna you're probably doing it wrong if you're having stuff like reach around the front of it. You should just have everything going along the back, and it shouldn't be that long of a stretch for most things, unless it's the front panel I/O. Sometimes that's tricky. But the front panel I/O usually just connects to the bottom of the motherboard, so it's usually not standing out too crazy. So we're just gonna build like a little hut. I don't really know what to build. I'm just gonna build a little cobble hut. I wouldn't consider myself a big builder. Potato Hunter. Anyone know how to use Biscoff butter? It's just sitting here in my kitchen. What do you mean, how to use it? Is it just butter? I assume it's just butter. You just put it on something and you eat it. Like using it for cooking? Is that what you're asking? Hey, what's going on, Husky Davies? Or spread, I should say. SN, if you're looking to, if you want to know my specs, you can do the !PC command, and it will put a list of my specs. That doesn't mean everybody else needs to type that in chat, because then that's just gonna be okay. All right. Again, you guys don't all need to do that command because it's just gonna spam it in chat. Too late. Yeah. I'm gonna run a cobble. If that was 2 stacks just for the floor. Okay. Yeah, we might run a cobble here. Rip. Alright, we'll just have to use, like, wood, I guess, then. I think I've got a good amount of wood left over. Is a 750 watt better than a 500 watt? Technically, yes, but it depends. Because power supplies are tricky in that you want to get a pretty high quality one, because the components that are used inside of it are pretty important. If you get a pretty low end one and the efficiency on it's bad, you're not going to be getting anywhere near the power output that the thing's listing. So if it's just like a 700 watt power supply and that's just what it lists, then it's probably not that great considering that they're not giving you efficiency rating. So like most of the time power supplies will tell you like if it's just an 80 plus bronze, 80 plus gold and stuff like that. And when they tell you that, basically the higher end, so like if it's like a platinum or a like a gold, it's pretty high efficiency. If it's like silver or bronze, it's pretty much in the middle. I'd probably say at least go with bronze to make sure that it's putting out pretty much near what it's listing in terms of power output. I have an EVGA 600 watt 80 plus gold. Do you think it'll be enough for a Ryzen 7 3700X 3070? I would say yes, but be careful about overclocking. because I know the 3070 has a higher TDP than my card, and I have a 650 watt 80 plus bronze PSU, and it works like I can overclock my card fine. But I know the 3070 has a higher power requirement than the card that I have in my system. So I don't know. You're going to have to probably look at the power output of that, and then if you really plan on overclocking, and see how that affects it. But I would say maybe. I would say maybe. Okay. House is done. We sleeping inside tonight, boys. I don't have any torches. Oh wait, I do. Never mind. I'll actually cut out some windows here. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, we'll put this right here. We'll make a couple of chests. Inventory is full. I'm just gonna bed with this. Sometimes my GPU does go very fast and then back down fast. I mean, it's probably just to do with the fan profile. You can mess with that yourself in Radeon software. It's just the fan. You're probably going. It's probably sitting at the point where like the RPM for the fans are like low, and then it's getting to that. It's hitting the temperature where it spikes up, so the fans spin up really loud, and then once the fans spin up, it goes back down to the original temperature, and it just keeps on going in between. You just gotta mess with the fan curve yourself, and edit it to make sure that it's not doing that. Okay. Right, when I have to buy my friend's account, I'm gonna have to make a new Windows. Here, new Windows user? Why? New account for what? Is it damaging to the GPU? No, it's just the fan spinning. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, you don't need to change it, but it's just the noise would bother me. So I'd probably just adjust the fan curve to be a bit more aggressive, so that the fans that are at are usually, it's just higher. It's not silent. It's just always on, so that you're never going to be hitting those high RPM moments. But that's just me. I mean, some people will downclock it so that it's silent the whole time. So I don't know. But no, it is not damaging to the GPU unless the temperatures are going above like 100 degrees C. Once you start hitting 100 degrees C, that's probably when it's going to be damaging it. But other than that, it's fine. We make a door, right? Alright, now we need to go out and chop some more wood. Because we are pretty close to being out. Fan curves, that is right, Lena. Yeah, so again, you can go into Radeon software and set your own custom one if you want. Of course, I just ran out. Let's make a decoration. Looks great. Which CPU would be best to pair with the new 6700 XT, and how much power should be enough for them? What do you mean in terms of power? Are you looking for like a PSU recommendation? I think the 6700 XT only has a 230 watt total board power. So, you should be fine with most PSUs. Like, CPUs traditionally only use like at most, if you get a higher end one, they use around like 100 watts, maybe 150. Like if it's like overclocked. But usually they'll sit around 100 watts for like general usage. Or like when they're not general usage, like if they're being used, like if they're like rendering and stuff like that, they'll probably be sitting at around 100 watts. But like if you got like a really high end one with a bunch of cores on it, it might be 150 watts. So just make sure that like the power supply that you have can comfortably supply 500 watts of power easy. And then you should be fine, I feel like. And that doesn't mean that you need a 500 watt power supply. That means that you need a power supply that outputs good, like that can output, like have a high enough efficiency to where it can output 500 watts. Just because it says it's a 650 watt PSU doesn't mean that it is. But you also asked CPU. I would say CPUs to go with. You go with if you can get a 5600X, that would be a good one. If you can get a 3700. A 3600 or a 3700X, those are also two good CPUs. If you want to go the Intel route, the i5-10400 is a pretty decent one, and then the 10700K, if you want to go 8 cores, that's also a good one. What's the junction temperature, and is it true that RX 5700 XT can go to 111 degrees Celsius? Yeah, it can go to 110 degrees Celsius. Like if it's one of the blower styles, yes, I have seen things where it can go up to 110 degrees C, and that's not good. You can usually do your own mods. I think the problem with the reference models for those is that they were using a graphite thermal conductive pad instead of thermal paste. Which the graphite pad is fine in terms of thermal, like it's okay, but for a card like that's using a lot of power, it's better just to go with thermal paste, in my opinion. You get a lot more conductiveness out of thermal paste than you do a graphite pad. I updated my laptop 3 times today, and it still says it needs to be updated, and I'm like, bruh, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Windows updates. I hate it that it automatically does it. Like because like it'll automatically download the Windows update, and then I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then like today I got back home and I'm like, why is my PC off? So I guess it just detected that I was idle and installed it while I was gone. I was like, not a huge fan. Bbix, is this Java? Yes, it is Java. We are playing Java. Alright, let's try to get up to a stack of oak. So here's another question for those of you who are adept Minecraft players. Do slime chunks only occur in a swamp biome, or is it in any biome? Because like usually I only see slimes in the jungle, but you know, Java is only PC, but you can also play Bedrock on PC. I do that every once in a while too. I've got both. I bought this back before 2018, and then if you bought it back before 2018, you basically got Java and Bedrock for free. So if you bought Java, you got Bedrock for free. So that's what I got. It's swamp only? Okay. I was hoping I could find a couple of these slimes so I can get some sticky pistons. Thanks, helped me out a lot, man. Hey, no problem, dude. Glad to help. Make sure that if you are new to the stream, though, or just channel generally, you hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out. Hit that like button on the way out if you guys want to. Sometimes deep in caves. Oh, is that slime? Oh, shoot, I thought that was a slime. I saw the light green, and I was like, eh. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Where's the chest? No chest? No chest. So under... Should be a chest. Yeah, odd. Now I can't find slimes. Huh. Is it safe to have a PC next to a window? I don't see why it wouldn't be safe. Unless it's at risk of falling out. I don't know. I mean, there's usually not a problem with it. Maybe if like the window's open, like maybe not, because if it starts raining, that's not good. Other than that, the window's always closed. It should be fine. Okay, we got some wood. We'll build a bunch of chests, and then we'll start making a mine shaft, and then we'll go down in the deep caves and see if we can get some diamonds and start building another portal. How long have we been live for? I hate how it doesn't tell you. 2 hours. All right. We still got a full hour of fun to go. All right. Okay. Oh, shoot. Can't see chat. There we go. That's why I need to buy another monitor, guys. This whole setup on this side of me is it's kind of messy. Is it a bad sign if your timber glass is hot? No. I mean, it depends on the way the card fin stack is oriented. Like my timber glass gets hot because the fins aren't. The fins don't go longitudinal. They don't go to the front and the back. They go side to side. So when the air is going into the GPU, when the air is going and hitting those fin stacks in the GPU, it's going towards the motherboard. It's like going up and then towards the motherboard and towards the tempered glass. So the tempered glass gets hot. Same thing with the motherboard, but again, it's just motherboard. It's fine. It's not like crazy hot. Like, what's hot for us is not hot for computers. Like, what we think feels warm is not warm to them. Like, they're on Celsius. So, like, hitting 100 degrees Celsius is boiling. So, I mean, yeah. Hi. What's going on, Megatron? Welcome back. Okay. Dude, I always hate this. I wish that they would just go together. Okay, cool. I'm back from a long time. Alright, make 4 of these. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think it's in here. So we'll smelt all this iron and we'll start making a mine shaft. Okay. I don't think there's really anything else that we need. We got that pick. We'll keep this. Keep that in there. Probably can keep the bucket. Keep that. Oh, we gotta make a bunch of pickaxes. No. Okay, cool. Have you started sprinting with subs yet? Not really. I mean, I'm planning on doing a bunch of stuff this summer. Right now, I'm not. I'm not doing anything crazy to try to boost up sub count. Okay, cool. Alright, sit down in the mines, and we'll see what we find. Actually, I should probably leave a bit of this wooden. Alright. Fun. That's a good place. I guess we could probably just start over here. Good place as any. I don't have any shovel. Oh, I do have a shovel. I feel stupid. Alright. Time to dig. Okay, switches do I have on my keyboard? I've got Otamu Browns, I think is what they're called. I don't know. Are they pretty easy to hear? I mean, I assume you guys can hear them since I get questions about them, but I hope it's not too loud. So here's my question. What would you guys think about me not doing streams on Fridays, but just do them all throughout the week? Like, it's not gonna happen now, but when I might try this over spring break, like maybe for like 1 or 2 days. But just try and do it like in the middle of the day. I don't know what time you guys are more available or not, or like would want to watch these. Like if you pop into a stream, like what time frame do you guys most of the time like to sit down and watch them? Do you like to watch them at night, or is it more of like an afternoon kind of thing, or is it just kind of like a thing that you throw on whenever? Because honestly, I want to be there for whatever time frame most of the people who subscribe to my channel are there for. Friday at 4. Wednesday and Friday? Yeah, I might be able to do that. Friday nights are best. Okay, so Friday nights seem like a good time. See, I don't know what the conflict was. I don't know if like a large number of you guys like are watched like the WAN show or something like that. So if that, I didn't know if that was like a conflict or something like that. But yeah. Any PCs you recommend around $700 to $800 that can run and stream? $700 to $800 is gonna be a little bit tight, my man. There's one PC, like I guess like there's one PC. So there's a company called IWN that makes some that has one PC that I really like. I forget what it's called, but it's $925, and it's by far my favorite one that they have. It's got it should have the specs to be able to play and stream GTA 5. Make a community poll? Yeah, I could probably do that. It's kind of funny how much interaction community polls get, and then just like regular posts get absolutely nothing. No, actually, I can't say that they don't get nothing, because YouTube doesn't give you the metrics on posts, like people who view them. So like Twitter, you have like the tweet analytics, so like you can see how many times people saw the tweet and how many times like people interacted with it. With YouTube, you can't see any of that stuff, so it's odd. What's the website called? Okay, here's a quick disclaimer before I tell you that. So these guys, I've talked to a good bit, but they're a pretty small PC manufacturer. They have basically how the company is structured is they have 3 people who work at the company itself, but then they have another company that helps them, like another large company that helps them with their building. But they are a smaller company. I know the guys pretty well. These seem like really nice guys. Their support's definitely really good in terms of just what it's like for these like lower end guys. But it's called IWN, so it's just the letters IWN, and it's just like IWN Industries, I think is what it might be called. But yeah, they sell gaming PCs. The website's kind of jank since they are like lower, but like I assure you, the gaming PCs that they sell are pretty good. I've read a lot of their reviews and I've talked to the guys a lot. I plan on reviewing that exact model that I'm talking about here in at the end of this month. I think the last week of March is when they said it's going to get to me. So if you want to wait till then, like you can wait. I think it's probably like the best option. But as of right now in the market, getting a desktop that's going to be able to stream GTA 5 while you're playing it, it's not going to be very easy, especially with the whole GPU situation that we have right now. So, I mean, you can check it out right now and see if it's something that you want to do. If you're skeptical, like you might want to wait a couple weeks till I get that review out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when it comes out. But yeah, if you don't want to, I understand. Like if you want to get from like a more mainstream brand, you can go with that. But honestly, I think that those guys are pretty cool. Oh, and a bonus, all their PCs come with an HDMI cord and a Wi-Fi adapter, which is also pretty nice because a lot of PCs, especially from like lower end companies, don't do that sort of thing. But again, I'd probably just try to check around. Like that's the one site that stands out to my mind, like for a PC in that situation. But if you want something else, or if you want something from a different company, it's definitely good to go check out other sites. But that's what I would consider the benchmark. Like if you just look at that PC for $925, I would just try to find PCs with similar specs to that. And then just use that to base, like, because those are the specs that you're going to want to, like, at probably close to minimum to game and stream GTA. So with that being like your baseline, I'd probably go out with that at those specs and just try to see if there's any other computers out there that might be around the same price point if you don't want to buy from IWN. So I see one on site for $825 and $1,000. Did they change it to $1,000? Here, let me go to his site. They changed it to 1,000. Yeah, they changed it to 1,000. Never mind then. Yeah, no, but so that's the one that I would suggest. Let me look at their other one. What about the Scout? Maybe. i3. Like it's not bad. I just don't know its streaming capabilities. Like if this is a really good gaming PC, like if you're just looking to play games, but to stream, you're probably gonna want specs similar to this. You're gonna want to either have like an 10400F or like a Ryzen 5 3600, and then you're gonna want some sort of NVIDIA graphics card at this price point. So like a 16. So I'd probably say 1660 series is what you're gonna look at. So 1660 Super, 1660, or 1660 Ti are going to be the ones that you want to go for. Or if you can find a 2060 Super or a 2060, those are going to be the other ones to go for. But those are going to be hard to find in a sub $1,000 price point. Do you think scalping is wrong? To a degree. I mean, it's not one of the worst things in the world. It's not like illegal. I just think that it sucks in general that people do that. I think it just sucks that I got to our like end of the market. Like, I know there's groups of, or like certain goods that are always like that, like shoes. I know like shoes have been like the one thing that are always kind of like that. But it's just, I don't know, man. But that's how it's going to be every time you have something that's in high demand. So. It's illegal in some, I mean, it might be like technically illegal in some states, but there's a it's not easy to monitor in the first place, and even then, it's not something that's high on this, like the Department of Justice's like tier list of people to go after, you know. Like, it's kind of like the same thing as like loitering or jaywalking, you know, like they know people do it, but they just have like the law not to. But if they catch you, they'll write you a ticket or they'll like do something. But if like most of the time, they're not actively out there looking for people who are scalping, unless you're literally on the streets trying to sell like tickets to something. I think that's like the main thing that those things are for. Like, I mean, like I know in Ohio at least, like it's allowed because you can always see scalpers out in front of like stadiums. Like we have a lot of big sports teams here, so like there's always people who are out like Blue Jackets games, OSU football games. Basketball games and stuff like that, like those, there's always scalpers out. So yeah. Marta Gones, what's going on? Can I look up something? Yeah, what do you need me to look up? Or if you're just asking me for opinion, I'm not gonna just like click on a random URL, but if you're asking me for an opinion about something, then sure. Nightbot. I gotta look up Nightbot. I mean, if you want to know how Nightbot works, sure, but I'm not going to show you my dashboard page of Nightbot. What's the cheapest price for a PC that can play GTA 5? That can play? That just plays GTA 5? I'd probably say $800 to $900 is fine. Look up VV Windows first. What? Why? Just like give me a reason behind it. Like tell me why I'm looking that up and what you need help with. Sorry. Articulate. The cheapest I think that you could probably get. For GTA 5, it's not a terribly hard game to run. I'd probably say the one IWN one that we were like the Scout should be fine for that. Should be honestly fine for that. What's this one? I forget the Stratos specs. I mean, you could go with the Stratos, but you're gonna be a little bit. I'd probably would just go with the Scout. I'd go with the Scout. Martin Goins, you will see now. I'm not gonna see it if you don't give me a reason. Pomegranate, what's your perspective on AMD as a company? I think that they're honestly, I think everybody likes an underdog, and that's what AMD is. They're an underdog. Well, I guess in the GPU space, in the CPU space, they're absolutely dominating. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Like, I like their CEO. I think Lisa Su is a great person and has a great business mind and knows how to get stuff done. But like speaking on their entire company, it's kind of hard. Like I think their business practices are great compared to what like Nvidia does. I think Intel and AMD are pretty similar, like in terms of like how they treat customers. But it's like Intel just like cannot show data graphs for their CPUs in a good light like whatsoever. Like they always botch it. Like they're terrible at showing like because the CPUs are trash like compared to what AMD puts up in benchmarks. So it's like. It's kind of hard for them to like put up anything decent, so they always try to like manipulate them and that sort of stuff. But I mean, Nvidia just blatantly does stuff to screw over the customer for their own gain. Would the Project Griffin or a $600 PC on Max Ferris run GTA good? It depends on what good you mean. I would say GTA. From my testing with the Griffin, you'd probably be around like console level performance. Like not like next gen, probably like Xbox Series X level. So like if you ever play on like an Xbox Series X, that's probably the level of performance that you're gonna get with it. So I don't know what your kind of take on that. I mean, if you want to go with the $600 one, the only problem with those here, let me pull it up real quick. See, the problem is with GTA is that it's a pretty CPU like intensive game. So it gets to a point where you're gonna need a pretty decent CPU with like hyper threading. So the Andromeda would be more than fine. The only problem with this one is that it's only a 4-core, 4-thread CPU. It's the honestly, this CPU and this CPU are probably gonna have pretty similar performance, except this one is gonna be like you can upgrade this one to something like somewhat relevant, and this one you can't. It's an old CPU. But I mean, the graphics card in this one's better. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's GTA is one of those weird titles. It's like super like CPU and memory intensive. So again, that's why I kind of point out to the INWIN or IWN. Like, you can get the Scout or the Stratos. I mean, honestly, even then, I think the Stratos would be fine if you just get an extra stick of RAM. Like, if you just go and buy an extra stick of RAM, or like, I feel like you can literally contact these guys and say, hey, how much would it be to add in an extra gig or a stick of 8 gigs of RAM to the system, and you'd be golden. Like, it would be a good experience. But other than that, there's not a whole lot you can do in terms of like price point stuff. Yeah, I'm just looking for a PC to play without breaking the bank. I'm tired of the limitations of on console. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be rough, man. Trying to find a PC around that price point, especially right now. Title, new $600 PC king. I mean, sure, but like I'm not gonna find a PC to do that. You know, like I actually gotta. If I was gonna use that title, I'd actually have to find a really good $600 gaming PC, which is it's really hard to find right now. It's actually getting better. Very happy with that. Yeah, that's good. I'm waiting for VRLA Tech to get back into the normal pricing range. So I can actually keep on recommending them, because as of right now, it's really hard to recommend them considering they're still a good company. I just think that they're recommending, and they still have not contacted me back about sending me a gaming PC. I'm still pissed about that, man. They just left me on fucking red, bro. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, they messaged me back once, and I was like, hey, we still up to this thing? And then they just ghosted me. I'm like, oh, okay. Jonathan Joestar, I'm getting a PC from Build Redux. Hey, that's not a bad company, my man. Pretty good value if you can get one. That's the whole problem, is that they are, like, the shipping times are absolutely insane. How long are delivery times from IWN? I would say about 2 weeks. Maybe a bit more. Maybe earlier. I would say 2 weeks on average. So that means, like, I feel like it could be like 2 weeks, or like if it's good shipping, you get 1 week, or if it's bad, 3. They're working with a lot lower amount of customers in general, so it shouldn't be crazy. I can if you want to join the Discord, I can ask. I've got the DMs of the owner of the company, so I can ask him like what the relative shipping times are gonna be for their systems right now. But he did tell me that the one of his main builders is going on vacation in a couple weeks, so I mean they're probably not gonna be doing. Like, they're probably not going to be taking a whole lot of orders then, or they're just going to be delaying all of them by a week, so yeah. Vero LA is a company that pays for reviews. What do you expect? I mean, most companies do pay for reviews, but it's just kind of dumb that they, I mean, they contacted me back in the first place and they just ghost me. I don't know. It's just like, I'd rather them just tell me to my face that, like, nah, we don't want to work with you. Like, I'd rather them just do that instead of just, like, ghosting me, you know? Like, I'd rather just have the rejection instead of just leaving me hanging, you know? If any, can you ask him how much it would be to put another stick of RAM on the Shadows? I think that you could probably... I mean, I think when you go to buy, you can probably ask him, but I can see... that's something that you really want to do. You're probably going to have to remind me, though. I can ask him, though. You're going to have to go in the Discord and at me, though, because I'll forget after I get on the stream. The earliest I'll do is probably by tomorrow, because I'm going to probably hop off, get something to drink and eat, and then take a shower and probably hit the hay, so I'm probably not going to do a whole lot after I get off streaming, so yeah. How do we want to go down here? Let's run away. Okay. Got some gold. What Y level are we at? Native 30. Okay. So we're not really in, like, diamond territory yet. They're getting GTX 3080s in April? Okay. I guess that's good then. Still got a month, but yeah. At least they have at least they're giving you a solid date. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'll text the customer support number. Okay. They have 3070s. That's good. I mean, of course 3070s should be in stock more than 3080s, but... Okay, well... Guess... No diamonds or iron. Kinda sucks. I'll hop up here and see if there's any iron. Nope. Oh, wait. Yep, nothing. Okay. Yeah, we already went down here. There's absolutely nothing. Nothing down there. How do I get back up? Okay. How do we want to go down? I guess we can't keep on going straight, so make a U-turn. I gotta use the stone pickaxe. Why are people buying from scalpers? Because they got the money, man. They got the stimulus money. And trust me, if there wasn't stimulus checks and people this desperate to get gaming PCs just because everybody's kind of trapped inside, then we would not have this situation. But because we do, we got scalpers. Oh, I guess we also have crypto miners. Never mind. There's also that. But I'm honestly kind of a fan of it since I can actually make some pretty okay money from my GPU when I'm not using it. Making back the $100 because I paid the MSRP for my card was $580 and I bought it for $680. So it's basically just gonna make back the money that I think I made $250 off of the card so far, $250. So yeah. Finn, hey, just checking in. Yeah, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in streams in a while, man. How far up are we still? Only negative 19, jeez. So we got what? 48 more levels to go. Because it's negative 32, right? OMG, Finn. Looks like you have a fan, Finn. This is tedious, man. Just trying to get down to bedrock. Yeah, this is rough. This new deep slate, man. This stuff sucks. Absolute garbage. So, for those of you guys who are in chat, have any of you guys been able to get one of the new GPUs or no? Because I know a few of you have. But I'm talking about like a 6000 series GPU or a 3000 series GPU from NVIDIA. Any of you guys gotten any of those? Because there's a growing number of people who've wanted ones and have gotten them than who haven't. And there's actually a pretty good amount of people who've gotten them. You got 30. Did you really get 3070 rotated? I know that you got a 3070. Yes, sir. Where'd you get it from? Did you get it off of Amazon or did you find it at like a Best Buy or something? How long ago did you get it? And if you're not mining Ethereum on it, what are you doing? Oh, there's a restock? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, why are you not mining Ethereum on it? James finally got a 3060 Ti. Hey, good for him, man. Okay, why is anybody in our server not mining Ethereum if they have a 30 series graphics cards? You're mining a little? Okay, good. It is the dumbest thing in the world for anybody who has a graphics card right now to not be mining Ethereum. It's basically free money. Not really, but yeah. Pomegranate. How much more performance? Well, it depends on what you're liquid cooling. Sometimes not a whole lot. Sometimes a lot. I mean, also depends on like what kind of liquid cooling you have. Like if you're just having like a 120 mil radiator, it's probably gonna do around the same as a standard air cooler. So, I mean, the larger the radiators you get, the more cooling capacity it has. So, I mean, if you like a 360, it's got pretty good cooling capacity. If you have the best liquid cooling that you can get is a custom loop, because there's a lot of water in the system, so there's a lot more water to soak up heat. Like, because the pumps have a lot, like the reservoir has a lot of water in it, and you've got those thick tubes that are carrying a lot of water in them too. So like, there's a lot of water there to dissipate heat, so those are usually the best. But I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like sometimes parts don't need water cooled. Like, if you get a really beefy air cooler, a lot of times those are better, just because air coolers aren't very prone to fail over time. Water coolers are prone to fail. I mean, not completely just die, but like there's a lot of things that can go wrong with a water cooler than with just a fan just dying on an air cooler. I mean, yeah. Not yet. Are you saying not yet to mining, or are you saying not yet to the card? Or to the water cooling? But yeah. Would you guys like to see that video, or no? You think it's implicit? Like, if I just made a video, it's like, if you have a gaming, why you should be mining cryptocurrency right now? Like, would that be a good video for you guys, or is that just something that's kind of obvious for most people? You know, just like, yeah, I've heard this from everybody that you should be mining. Big cave. Big chungy boy cave. See if I can find me some diamonds. There's some iron over there, Pog. How do you type 3090 instead of 2080? Like, those are very different numbers. Yeah, 3080, not 3090. Okay, for 1.2K, that's really good. That's a really good build, man. I mean, an entire 3090 build for 1.2K is less than the actual cost of the card. I honestly do wonder how much manufacturers have to pay for 3090s, though. It's like, it's really not that different from the 3080. Like, your performance level difference between the 3080 and 3090 is not large. So, man, dude, axes are just so OP. Dude, I love these caves. These are so cool. Oh, there's a lot of mobs over there, man. We might have to check this out later. I need to get a shield first. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we need to get a shield first, and then we can kind of check this out. There's a lot of mobs. Okay. Okay. Do I have? I can probably start small. Yeah, I can smell some stuff down here. You only need one piece of iron, right, for a shield? I think so. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, we can go and attack these mobs then. What Y level are we at? 51. We could go a little... Oh, there's the abandoned mine shaft up there. That's dope. That's so cool. Dude, these cave systems are honestly amazing. There's some diamonds. And some iron. Oh, dude, we are getting rich today. Dang. See, the only crappy thing is, though, that diamonds and iron and stuff like this only show up in, like, spots of 1. That's the only crappy thing, is that they only show up in, like, it's like, this is only gonna be, like, 1 diamond. Yeah. It's just, like, how they're spawning. Like, when it's exposed, you're not finding veins. It's just, like, 1 or 2. Yo, I'm glad all those skeletons left. Why can I get the combo? Come on. There we go. When you go Y minus coordinate, the amount of diamonds are insane. It's not insane. It's like, I think the higher the probability is when you get to 0. So when you get to bedrock, that's the best place to start mining is at bedrock. I looked at the graph of ore distribution, and the highest chance is at bedrock, though it is very slim. Oh my god. I hate how you cannot block while eating. There you go. Underwater caves give a lot of diamonds. See, I haven't had that experience. I haven't like diamonds have been very scarce for me. Like wherever I go. Yeah, these caves are so sick. Oh shoot. Dude, like, look at this. This is absolutely massive. This is absolutely massive, dude. Jeez. Look at this, dude. This is crazy. That is absolutely insane. That is so dope. Like, just look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. I want to get up there though. I want to get up to the mine shaft. Yeah, we can just. Oh shoot. So I can just build my way up. Oh wait, I hear spiders. I hear spiders. Don't knock me off. Okay, well, we made it up here. Let's make some more torches real quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's chains. Dude, this is so cool. Oh, shoot. Ah! Okay, I need to hold these guys off here for a quick second. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. You know what? We're gonna call that the night, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. And I'm not gonna be playing that world again out of frustration. So yeah. Thanks. And have a great rest of your guys' night. Jeez, that sucked. Ugh. Man, I hate and love that game, man. But oh well. I'll see you guys later.
Swear we never